What's happening? It's Smoking with Too Tall. You know what I'm saying? Introduce yourself. Got special guests all the way out from New York.
Hey, it's Reese Melanino out here from New York, the mixology and podcaster. We're having a good time, getting a chance to do a collab and see what's up on the other side and experience about, different topics and stuff like that. I was interviewing a lot of artists back in 21, 22, but now I'm doing it abroad. It's called Antic Squad. So cheers to all my Antic Squatters that are listening. I have Jamaica, I have Canada, I have the US right now, and Germany. So it's pretty lit, and we're going all international. So it's pretty awesome. We're on Instagram, Google, Apple Podcasts, and other platforms such as Spotify as well.
Okay, so when I was looking into the podcast before I got over here, I noticed that you were still interviewing people on the Antic Squad podcast. Is that something that you're going to continue doing, or is that something you're completely trying to like move away from?
I'm gonna still do it. It's just not gonna be a main thing. I want it to be like about other things. Like there's so much going on, so I just want to like have a little topic to talk about and get a chance to breathe some fresh air on the other side that some things really need some attention on.
Well, what type of things do you like to speak on? Like, what do you stand for?
It's been a lot. It's been a lot. I love talking about relationships for real. So that's being like the biggest hot topic because the dating world has been a shit pot. So it's kind of like having a good time and a bad time experience as well. So it's pretty different when, people is out here really trying to find love and, getting a chance to be someone with someone.
Well, you interview artists, so you must have an interesting perspective in terms of like the dating world and how like artists and celebrities date. Because at least for me, in terms of dating, I always find that it's hard to find like a woman who understands like I'm a productive ass motherfucker, and like so many women that I find they're used to dudes who are more like laid back on some like 9 to 5 type shit. They're not used to someone who's always on go, on go, on go, and then always being in the scene and shit, always around like clubs and shit. It'd be hard.
Yeah, yeah,
No,
especially.
okay, I can lay back to shit.
Especially so, yeah. And when people work and stuff like that, it's not complicated, but it's a hand in hand job. Like especially when you're doing something by yourself. So it is a working process and progress. But I just hope that people can understand where others is coming from without being too sensitive.
So, what do you feel is the biggest problem in today's like dating market or like the dating world?
A lot of people don't want a lot of commitment.
Mm.
They're just I feel like it's more an aspect of self reflection. So when they have things that they're going through internally or things that they already been through or traumas that they're trying to release, it seems like they don't want to keep going in the same pattern, that they want to explore different things about even themselves and do things that they never did really. Catching up on their life.
Mm.
That's what I think. But to settle, I feel, in my opinion, is more like, am I gonna be okay with this in a long time, or is it just gonna be something that I'm gonna just play with right now and then I'm gonna just move on to the next thing.
Do you have a particular type, or do you have like qualities that you find preferable over others?
Such as personality and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, definitely is more about movement. It's about intellect, definitely. Uh,
What
I
aspect of
don't.
intellect?
Huh?
What aspect of intellect? Because I feel like I hear that a lot whenever.
Okay, okay. I would say more educated, but not too educated. I don't know. Like you have the need to always want to learn something and not neglect learning type of thing. That's I guess what I'm trying to say.
Right, like educated but not indoctrinated type shit.
Yeah, cause I like school and stuff. I'm always in school. Like I went to college for business administration and management, so it's like I'm always willing to learn
So I be talking to a lot of like college people and shit. Like, do you feel like going to college? Like, do you feel like certain professors and certain colleges be like almost forcing agendas upon their students?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Why do you think that's
completely.
so like common and like normalized? Because like I feel like in other contexts like that isn't a college, that would be something that's like looked down upon.
I feel like it's about money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does the money flow in like the school world?
Every student is a course, so basically, when you get that money, um, the board actually has, I think they have like the system to where they just keep it going. So it pays everybody. I believe it's like that. Yeah. So it'd be like that. I think it's about money because most of the course and stuff they always want money out of it, but it's a will to learn, so it's pretty good and beneficial. But normally it's about the students as well, but I really feel like it's based on the professor.
Mm.
Like that's their responsibility.
Okay. So to pivot from that, how did you originally start like meeting artists and shit and getting tapped in with the artists that you were interviewing?
Some of them I met. Some of them I actually interviewed on Instagram, and we actually spoke and chopped it up a little bit, and it was okay with the podcast and interview. There's a bunch of people. I really enjoy their personality with the music. That's really what got me.
Now, has music always been a passion for you?
Yeah, I was actually like bred up in the studio from my dad being a composer and a director as well. He had his own business for musicians, and there he just had his studio, and I was all in the studio ever since I was a kid. So music is like life to me.
I feel that. It's definitely the same for us over here. Shit. I mean, I got an artist sitting right next to me. I got a motherfucking producer to my left.
Yeah.
We on the same shit. So, tell me, being a woman in the industry, because you're on the radio, correct?
Yeah, it's on Spotify. I mean, it's basically it, but
So, do you find it to be more of a challenge being a woman in the like the radio podcasting sphere? Or do you find certain things to be easier? Like, what's the that kind of perspective?
um, I think it's pretty mutual. I think I get both ends of the spectrum. I feel like some people can actually relate to what I'm saying, and they actually give their opinions on it too. And I'd be impressed of the reaction sometimes. I'd be like, wow, I didn't even expect that. So
Mm.
it's always good to hear from other people and what they think. And also chime in. I be telling people also, if you got an opinion, chime in. Like, it don't ever be like, oh, I don't want to say something, but hey, I haven't came across a negative comment yet. That's what I can say.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
I always like that too, like, cause that was one of the reasons why I fucked with your podcast and shit, cause I seen it. It seemed like there was like you would talk about like whatever topic came up. You know what I'm saying? You didn't really shy away from too many things.
Mhm. Mhm.
So I noticed that you had like merch and shit. How'd you get tapped in with that? Like, did you design it yourself or do you have someone else designing it?
So I have a vendor that does the clothes designing, and I just go and I purchase, but I create the design on the clothes.
Okay,
So
do you
I have
draw?
her, huh?
Do you draw and shit?
Oh, I do, but it's not for the clothes. I like patterns and stuff like that, and I just play with them. I have fun.
Do you,
But
what do you have planned in the future for those type of drops? Any new drops?
like for the merchandise and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always something I'm always pulling up, so most likely it's definitely gonna be something. I'm not really like how can I say? I used to do shoes. I used to make like sneakers, heels. I used to
That's fire.
Yeah, it was really nice, and you can say it's kind of vintage now, cause not really it. No. But I mean, people got these styles, so it's okay.
Okay. And so I was listening to one of the podcasts, and you was interviewing Ricky from SS or Ricky from Setup City. How'd y'all get tapped in?
Yeah. Oh, we've been friends for a while. We actually know each other for years. So I seen him when he was actually like working on his music and stuff like that. He was always passionate about it, and I just seen it like prevail and grow.
Yeah, because we ran into him when we was filming something for we had an event going on, and we just happened to run into him on the street, and I believe that's how me and you ended up in that group chat together. So
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
was curious as to how y'all got tapped in together because he had a dope energy to him.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Exactly. Always funny. He always had his personality.
Now I don't know if I asked this already, but what part of New York did you say you were from?
From the Bronx.
Okay, and what's it like out there?
Huh?
You enjoy living out in the Bronx?
Oh, I like just uh, oof. I would say no and yes. It's a love-hate relationship. It's like it's some things to do if you know where to go, but it's like I like the city, so I'm always out in the city. Other things like attract me other than the Bronx area.
Okay. Now,
It's different.
now, I was listening to a couple of the intro tracks, and were you rapping on a couple of them?
Um, ooh, the intro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh! So you know that's crazy because I wanted to be able to actually do that. You're the first person to actually say something. I believe it was called Real Shit. I think that's what the song was. And if it's exactly what I think you're talking about, then yeah, I did.
Yeah, it was like a Eminem sample or some shit. Like,
Yes.
what the fuck was it?
Well,
I don't know
yeah.
Eminem like that, but I recognize the sample.
Yes, it is the real shit. That's what it's called. It's
Okay.
called Real Shit.
Do you plan on dropping like more music? Or was that just something you was fucking around with?
Oh man, I actually did that as a demo. I wasn't trying to. I was trying to see where it goes. I guess
Yeah.
just throwing it out there. I did a lot more. I just never knew like how to put it because I wanted to do an intro, and I wanted to do something that's like replicated to me and stuff like that, or like what I think and stuff like that. So that was actually a demo, and that was a test. I worked on that within less than a week, so it was like I do plan on doing something if it goes good, though. I actually want to. It's something new I'm trying to do with everything from scratch. Like, I'm all in it.
My fault.
You didn't
So
think it
so
was that loud.
so
I didn't think it was that
so
loud.
what is some of your future endeavors other than possibly pursuing more music and shit?
I like to do the bartending stuff, so I'm just gonna be doing like my mixology and I do skincare and stuff like that too. I'm Amazon representative, so for those who don't know about Avon, it's a makeup and it's been around makeup and skincare factor that has been around for like so many years, but it's good, good like equipment and tools for
Yeah.
So it's like, I want you to enjoy the history. It's so much things that I'm learning about the history of drinks. You would want to have another drink when you're in that mode. Like, it's just a different feeling.
Well, you were telling me off camera before we started recording. What was your favorite drink to make? Tell the people again.
It's a grasshopper.
Okay, so tell me the history about the grasshopper then.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even get to that. I didn't even, it's funny, but no, I can't tell you about the grasshopper because I don't know yet about the grasshopper.
Okay.
That is a history. I think about it as a Powerpuff Girl, like Buttercup,
Yeah.
but like in the visual sense of it, so that way it would be just like, But it was called the Pink Squirrel, the Grasshopper, and the Blue Carnation. And the Blue Carnation's blue, the Pink Squirrel's pink, and the Grasshopper's green. I have posted on my Instagram a couple times, like a little bit when I was making it. So it's just like a colorful, fun drink, and I would want to have people try it in the sense to where like hopefully like I taste it and then I see it to be like it's an acquired taste for certain people. So I want to open up doors for a
Mm.
lot of other drinks that haven't really been popular, So I'm going for new things, like just fishing it out there.
So you said you was also into skincare, right? So as a guy, I've tried to get into skincare before, but I got advice from one dude, and the dude had more acne than me, so I didn't feel like his advice was valid. So you tell me, like how what are some factors to look for, like when you're taking care of your skin and first getting into it? Like what are some things I should be considering? Like how would I know that this product is better for me or worse for me? Because I feel like you don't really notice also unless you've been applying the stuff for like a certain period of time.
So yeah, it's not only about what you eat or what you do. It's also about how you're taking care of your skin and how often.
Mm.
So, like what you eat and put in your body, it really matters. Such as like if you're having too much sugars, that can break a person out. And if you're like playing with your skin when you're popping your pimples, it can cause like a bruise and it can cause skin infection and then you get like dark spots, white spots, whatever the case may be. Um, you have to know your skin for how it is. Everybody is different. Um, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you're doing your face care, if your skin is too sensitive, then you probably do it twice in a day, then three times in a day. Or like if you're doing too much of like putting too much acids, you have to know like, okay, that burns my skin. I can't put that on my skin. Not so much, probably like about twice out of the week. Like you gotta separate it and just know different techniques of your skin. It takes time. It takes like about I would say like about a month to see results. But then the way like a routine is made, because
Mm.
that's what everything is really based on. And also eat healthy, a little bit on the side of the diet, so that way it can be like you can eat whatever you want, but just don't like over excess. Like Pepsi is it Pepsi? Pepsi and Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. It's really bad. Like those are really really bad. So um, if you like drink too much sugar, like it would break a person out. Like it doesn't do me very good. So that's one thing that I feel like it's just about routine basically.
Yeah, I feel like for me, like once I cut out dairy from my diet, like I cut out a lot of dairy and it cut down like my skin. My skin got a lot better, like almost instantly. And I started drinking a lot more like lemon water and citrusy shit, and I felt like that cleared it up a lot too. But how do you? You said in terms of music and shit. You said music's always been a part of your life. Who are some of the people that you grew up listening to and shit?
I grew up listening to old school.
Okay.
So like Marvin Gaye, 112.
Yeah.
I had the Backstreet Boys. My favorite B5. That's my favorite. Not a lot of people know, but they're still out. But
What's your favorite Marvin Gaye track?
Oh my God. So, a lot of people do with the dance with my father. I think that's it, if I'm not mistaken. But most of his music was really good and about love and stuff like that and family and everybody had their like family gatherings and stuff like that.
Hmm. Now going back to the skincare shit. How do you when I feel like there's a lot of products when it comes to like makeup and skincare, like as a whole. I kind of view those industries like in a similar light. I don't know if you view them in a similar light at all, or if you view them as completely standalone things. But how? What are some things that like really distinguish a product and make it stand out to you when you go to like purchase said products, or when you, as an entrepreneur, go to invest or back a product?
Um, but as like a collective, like what I when I look at something.
Like what when you're looking at like some new skincare product, like, and you're trying to determine like what factors really make this product stand out compared to other competitors. Like, what are some of those factors?
Uh, hyaluronic acid, B4, B5, depending on if it's like shampoo or soap.
Yeah,
Um,
because that's good for B4 and 5 is good for your hair, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
mhm. And stuff like that are less foamy. I forgot what the word is to produce a less foam. So the one that isn't, because just because you're like foaming your hair doesn't mean you're washing it, and it's like you're doing yourself a favor and stripping your oils.
Hmm.
Certain things take away from your skincare oils, and it can dry you out, and then people start to peel.
You
That
s-
dehydration.
you said foaming. Is that like what's foaming? Have you heard of foaming?
Like you know the when you're washing your hair and it gets like foamy,
Oh, okay, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
like that when it goes, you know, in a when you are washing your hair that's dry.
Okay, okay, okay. Word. I thought I was tripping, yo.
You're not tripping.
So do you smoke at all? Cause you drink, you said. I would assume.
Yeah, I like tequila, whiskey. I haven't cracked on all summer, so I'm not even trying to hear it.
You said you haven't or you have?
No, I never had it.
Nah,
No,
you're missing out. That's water, yo.
everybody was saying that I was always having tequila or Casamigos, like
Okay.
Patron.
Oh, Patron or Casamigos. What kind of Patron you fuck with?
The regular ones, I like them.
Oh yeah,
I'm really like basic when it comes to those. I like the lights. I don't really do the darks. Unless I'll be like, I want to have an extra fun time, then yeah. Like, I fuck with tequila and Hennessy.
yeah.
And
Mm.
mix them both. Like, what's your favorite one?
See, like when it comes to tequila, I used to drink a lot of Casa, but then I kind of switched to once I had Don Julio, I couldn't go back. I do like Patron as well, but I can't get into the Reparados or the Anjavo or whatever the fuck it is. I always stick to the
The Havana
Blancos.
Castilla?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't like those. Something about the agave it just doesn't hit for me. But the Casa Azul is something else. I fuck with that the most, obviously.
Okay.
Um, Hennessy, I fuck with, but I fuck with Remy more than Hennessy. That's my controversial opinion. Yeah, yeah.
Like, Henny over,
No,
Remy over,
Remy over Henny.
Remy over, I've never heard that
I
before.
know everyone shits on me for it, but like, so okay, so I feel like if it's normal Hennessy, that's better than normal Remy. But if it's like 1738, that beats out all the Hennessy's.
Mm, okay, okay. I'm not a Hennessy much drinker, not unless it's like around, but I don't buy it, so I wouldn't even, that's different. And then, it has it's a cognac, so it's a very freaking strong drink.
Yeah.
But, so I'm guessing you would like whiskey?
You said what's up?
You would like whiskey?
What's Westy?
Whiskey,
Oh,
whiskey.
whiskey. Nah, I actually do not fuck with whiskey. Like, I feel like it's almost like it gives you like an aggressive kick to the head type shit, and I don't fuck with that. I feel like with the cognacs, it almost like smooths itself out, like on the end plate, on the end tastes and shit. But the whiskey, it always comes like harder on those end tastes, on those end notes and shit.
Okay, okay.
And like when, especially because I've had cognacs from Europe as well, and I feel like because when you're over there too, like they produce all that shit in house, like so the quality of the actual like fruits and shit that they're using, I don't know, it doesn't compare to like what we do over here because we're supposed to be America, we're supposed to specialize in shit like whiskey, and I don't know, it don't hit for me personally. I like in terms of like lighter liquors, it's pretty much tequila and shit.
Okay, okay. Tequila. So you would like, did you, what was that one? It's like a Hawthorns, Hornitos?
Oh yeah, yeah. I've never had that, but I know what you're talking about.
It's a good one. And I would say pineapple is good. Orange is really like that.
I like mango and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And even that shit is some real fruit. I swear, I promise you, you won't even regret it.
You ever have an Incredible Hulk with the Hennessy and Hypnotic?
I don't like
You
it.
don't like it? I don't really fuck with it, but like every now and again, like one shot.
Okay, 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 okay.
But like a whole night of drinking that shit, nah, that's OD.
Yo, that is a whole crew. And if you mix that good latte juice, you just need a rum punch. Cause like, at a whole time, you're gonna get fucked up. It's gonna be over.
Do you fuck with wine at all?
I love wine. That's actually my personal favorite,
Oh,
Moscato.
you like Moscatos? Okay. Put me on to some Moscatos, cause like I feel like all my wine knowledge is more those drier wines and shit.
Oh my god. So my favorite is Moscato. I love Moscato. So you got pink, white, red, and you have your Fruscatos. They're pretty light on the light side. If you want to blend it and mix it, I do like wine keyless, so that's called a hit me in my book. And it's two shots of tequila and the rest fill it up with red Moscato and pink lemonade Tropican.
That's like a sangria plus, yo.
Yeah, that is really good. But tequila and the wines is one that I have. It's on the noggin. I haven't said it in a minute. Um, I promise you, it's an Italian wine. It's a red wine. Um, Chianti, Chianti. I think that's what it's called. I think it's a red wine.
I feel like I've heard of that. I feel like I know what you're talking about.
Or Chianti. I know it's probably it's that, and it's a red wine. And it's really good and rich. You can eat it with spaghetti and red sauces. It's really good.
Mm.
Um, you have another wine that's called, it's a Pinot Grigio.
Mm-hmm.
That is a white wine. It's very like sweet. And you have some dry wines. That's a lot more berrier. So it's like a lot of rich in taste. I would say a little goes a long way. It's slow. Really nice and elegant. You have all of those different types.
You fuck with Rieslings?
Listening.
Rieslings? It's a white wine. It's like a sweet German white wine.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, definitely. Because you say you like Moscatos and shit. So if you want like a sweet white wine, definitely go with the Rieslings or it's like a G word. It's like Gwenda, it's some other German shit. If you look for some German ass word that begin with a G and it's in the white wines, you'll see it. But both of those are very sweet white wines if you fuck with sweeter wines.
Okay, okay, yes, I love sweet wines.
Do you fuck with those bubbly Italian ones? I forget what the fuck they're called. Fuck.
Like champagne.
Yeah, it's like champagne adjacent type shit.
A little bit. I do the rose moscato.
Okay, yeah.
I love it. That is like one of my favorites. I don't even like. That's pretty cool. Um, uh, those are a lot more like slower. Switch slow.
Uh, so what about smoking? You say you smoke, right?
Yes, occasionally, not
Okay. Do you have any favorite strains?
Oh my God. So Bubba Kush. I had what
Speaking
is
of
it?
strains, can I get my strain, Jace? Keep going. My fault.
It's not cool. What was it? Purple Kush. I love the Kushes. The strawberry. I don't really care. Um, they. What is it? What is it? I'm not like an expert like at it, but I like the. It's like the normal one.
Oh, like OG.
No, it was like I think it starts with a G. I think it starts with a G. But I know what I'm trying to say. It's gonna be like, but it's like it's Kush's and fucking different strands like not sativas, indicas.
You prefer indicas over sativas?
That's the hype one, right? Or I think it's sativa.
The sativa is the more hype one usually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, those ones.
Yeah, those ones take longer to grow and shit. That's why they're always like they always look so much prettier. I feel.
Yeah, they are. I had purple Kush before, and I like it. And it was really really nice. But it gets me hungry and it makes me go to sleep.
Oh, you get crazy munchies.
Yeah, I
So
used to watch it when I'm big, and after that I'm like I'm eating and knocking out.
for me,
That's it.
I be smoking the. I like sativas, but regardless of what I smoke, it gives me energy. So like, I usually smoke to stay up type shit. But do you be so you said you get the munchies and shit? Do you cook with wine? Like, do you be making wine sauces and shit?
No, I haven't played with wine.
Oh, okay.
Only on the table.
Nah.
Reaching up to the sky. Yeah,
I,
that would be it.
I've been experimenting a little bit. I ain't gonna hold you. That's why I gotta ask. I've been asking people. I've been trying to get put on the different fucking wine sauces and shit. Um,
Yeah,
fucking.
that's,
What's up?
I said that's cool. That's really cool.
Alright, so we I think how long we been doing this for? How long the audio say?
I got you. We got 33
We
minutes.
got 33 minutes. Alright, I think we gonna wrap this up. So if you want to drop your socials, you know what I'm saying, give any shout outs or whatever.
Alright, if you want to follow me, it's Dopeviibez. That's
Yo.
Dopeviibez.
What's
And
your
if you
first
want to
video
catch
session?
up with me on
Let's
any
do
of my podcasts coming up, you can go to Antic Squad on Google. You can also search for me at Reese Boy Radio. That's
What's the fun? Right now. Right now.
ReeseBoyRadio. And you will be able to find me and just follow up for future endeavors. Yeah.
Alright.
And I know I just finished doing errands, so pardon me. I will do another interview. I was listening. That was you already.
Nah, you look good. You tripping. You good. You good, yo.
So I just want to catch up. I know you have to say something. So,
Yo, we ended the interview right now.
Alright,
That's the spot.
I appreciate you for you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
showing up. Maybe next time we can do it in person. Next time we out in New York and shit with my people or whatever, whatever. It's been smoking with Tuta, you know what I'm saying, tapping with her.
to everybody, thank y'all for appreciating. I appreciate y'all for letting me be here today, too. Sorry, I'm muted y'all.
Nah, you good. For sure, for sure. Alright, uplift yourself.